Hi, I'm Taisha Blake, and this is my major research presentation for achieving a happy and healthy family. Majority of Americans are dealing with mental health issues right now or have at some point in their life. The recent pandemic has caused many Americans to experience declines in their overall mental health due to being isolated for over a year. In a family setting, coping with these mental health issues is imperative to the overall well being and functioning of the family. Here on the screen are a few general statistics on mental health in America. An estimated 26% of Americans ages 18 and older, about 1 in 4 adults, suffer from a diagnosable mental disorder in a given year. There are 17% of African Americans suffering from a mental illness today. There are 15% Latin Hispanic Americans suffering from a mental illness, and there are 2.2 Asian Americans with a mental illness as well. Gender, poverty, and economic status play a major role in who struggles the most with mental health issues. In these situations, to suffer emotionally due to the fact that their caretaker cannot properly care for them. Children of parents with a mental illness are at significant risk of developing mental disorders and other adverse outcomes at some point in their lives compared to children of healthy parents. It is not uncommon for a child to feel unwanted or unloved in a household with a parent who suffers from a mental health disorder. This is because parents have a hard time giving the child the adequate time and love they need to feel like a normal kid. Other risks include, but are not limited to, children whose parents have a mental illness are at risk for developing social, emotional, and or behavioral problems. Openly aggressive or hostile behavior by a parent, single parent families, as well as poverty. Bowen's family systems theory. Children who are traumatized through family situations need to be treated through a certain lens. Looking at the child's trauma through the family systems theory lens can aid the therapist in better understanding the child as well as the family. Specifically, Bowen's family systems theory. Bowen's family systems theory is a theory of human behavior that views the family as an emotional unit and uses systems thinking to describe the unit's complex interactions. It is in the nature of families that the members are deeply connected emotionally. Metaphorically, this means what happens to one member of the family happens to them all. The functioning of the family is largely dependent. When one member of the family can no longer function on their own, how the others function is seen to change as well. In regards to mental health, the system is beneficial in analyzing how a parent with mental health affects the family as a whole. Coping solutions. An important part of measuring a family's resiliency is to understand how they cope with stress. Dealing with stress can be problem focused or emotion focused coping. Problem focused implies there is a focus on trying to change the situation and other people's behavior. Emotion focused coping is when we regulate our own emotions by doing proactive things like seeking professional help. When households are unstable or dealing with periods of stress, it is important that they come together as a unit. Families being aware of their inner strengths during these times can be crucial to the overall function of the family. The cross-cultural perspectives on couples and family stress explains this. All couples and families have some internal strengths for managing stress within their systems. Learning how to properly cope with stressful situations is an important trait that helps children and families stay together as well as gain the ability to be resilient. Shown on the screen are a few solutions to helping a family or child cope with a parent who suffers from a mental illness. Seeking therapy with a caring and non judgmental therapist can help individuals understand and empathize with mentally ill parents. healthy interests outside of the home, like sports or after school activities. Practice healthy habits such as journaling, exercising, eating well, meditation, and more. These also double as a preventive factor against mental health as well.